Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's live. Welcome to Monday. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Hello, Teresa. It's good to see you. I saw that you were here. I emailed you this morning, but I don't know if you got it or not. Oh, that's so crazy. It's showing me on my side. This has never happened to me before, but I've heard other creators have this problem that they don't show like how many people are in their chat like on their side. Like they can't see it, and it's actually doing that to me. Like it shows that I have 0 people in my chat right now. But I can clearly see people. Unless of course, you know, the other eye is blind now. But I can see you. I can see Eddie and Ina, Scorpelina. Isabel's here. Yeah, I don't know why, but it's saying that I have 0 people in here, but that's so strange. I've never had that happen to me. I'm just reading what you guys were saying. Oh, some was just linking stuff being good, being a good mod. Tonight we were crying indica varieties. Oh my gosh, that's funny. That's so funny. I don't know about well, yeah, indica, yeah. I would need something to make me pass out. No sativas over here. Anyone is welcome to join. Oh, the open panel with Tanya. Yeah, you can. You can join me tonight. I don't know why it's saying that, but there's 0 people in here. That is freaking me out. But that's okay. It says actually, never mind. It says it over here. That is so strange. Like it'll show me how many people like are in the chat. So if you guys don't mind smashing that like button, that way it gets sent out in the algorithm and we'll get more people to come in and join us. And I'm hoping I should have tagged more people in my post, but I'm trying to go over things. So yeah, how are you feeling? How are you feeling, Teresa? That's all I was asking you. I was just asking you how you were doing and to make sure you were okay. And if you needed anything, you know, just making sure you're all right. Because I didn't see that you were even in the hospital. I didn't even see the banner up there. Like you were up like before I could see it. Like the chat must have went too fast. And then I didn't see it until Summer said something. And then I was like, wait, what? So, and then I think someone asked later on, like, who's Mother Teresa? Because we called you Mother Teresa. So if you want to have a good smile, listen to last night's live. We were talking you up because we love you so much. Look at that. We got more people coming in. Well, cool. You're here. You're just sore. Yeah. Well, I told everyone last night that you used to be a surgical nurse, so you knew exactly what to do. You know exactly what to ask for. You know your body. And I was like, so I feel safe. I was more I was more reassured knowing that because I knew that you were all right. If not, I'll be down. I mean, I can come to a hospital and yell at people all day long. I used to do it for all my mom all the time. No, I'm just kidding. I never did it for my mom. My mom was the one they said that she was uncompliant one time. And it was only because she tried to get out of her bed after they told her not to because she dropped one of her hair curlers. It was like something stupid, but so she was a baddie my mom was a baddie in the hospital. But good evening, Albeam. Susie's here. Nancy. Hi, everybody. I hope I didn't miss anyone. True Crime 367. Isabel, did I say hi to you? I know I did. And Jan, I don't know if I said hi to Jan, but I'm just saying hi to everybody. Hey, Selena, I'm doing good. How are you doing today? I'm actually doing really good. I don't know if you guys saw I did a short video today with my cat outside on the balcony. So you guys can see that he was in one piece and that he just enjoys life. I have a balcony, and so we don't have a backyard because we live on the 2nd floor. So I call that my she shed. I can't even say that, like tongue twister. And so I have like a little sign out there, and then I have like this like cute little macrame like chair, and it's all like pillows and stuff, and it's greenery and cute, but I don't have it like ready for summer. But the cat was just out there on the balcony just rubbing on the rug, and so I had to get a video of him. So it's on there if you guys want to watch it sometime. He's just being in his element. And it was so funny because I couldn't find a picture of him to show you guys. And Vincent sent me like 25 pictures of really cute ones of them two together. And I'm like, oh, so you guys been having photo sessions without me. I got the dugout last night. My blood pressure. Oh, my blood pressure was on one. Who liked my comment from earlier? We had someone comment on my video last night. So we watched Banfield live. Like we watched it. If you guys were here on the for the live last night, we watched Banfield, which I did admit through the live because I was like, well, wait a minute, Banfield, because her outfits changed. I was like, she only did like 5 minutes of new content. And she said this was like an Idaho special. Because like we had watched a lot of those videos just the night before. So they were not old by any stretch of the means. And this was a brand new segment put together. We were watching it live. So someone in the comments today, Linda, she was like, this is old news. And I love Summer because Summer... Yeah, was that you, Summer? Because Summer says, thanks for the comment. You know, she's always sweet. And I'm sweet too, but I said, listen, Linda, I did. I had to. Her name was Linda, and she was being mean to me. She was trolling me. So I said, listen, Linda. I said, this was a brand new live from last night. We watched it live. I said, you can't get any more, like... I said it couldn't be any more live unless I was up on the panel with Banfield myself. So I told her to come up on panel with me. Like I was like, come and tell me some new news. Cause I was like really laughing about that. But when she said her name was Linda, I just had to do the listen Linda. Cause that kid, that cracks me up. I could watch that over and over again. Just no one named Linda is ever going to be safe for me. I'm always going to say that. Teresa, you're always the sweetest. Vincent said, he said, I hope Teresa's in the chat tonight. He said, because he knows that like, it just is a lot of debunking stuff I wanted to go over tonight. And like, you know, me and Summer, we need you some, and Isabel needs you sometimes, especially at Isabel. She has a mouth on her, you know. She gets sassy. Just kidding. No, we always have so much fun. We do. We have so much fun in the chat. So I've been doing a lot of research today. I feel like I need like a hat and some sunglasses or maybe like a pipe or I don't know. I've been detecting today. So I've watched a lot of lives. First off, let me say, is anybody in here, is everybody safe? Mississippi, Alabama, all the states that were hit over the last couple of days with storms. I don't see Leslie in here. I thought I saw her in here earlier though. But hopefully everybody's okay. I know that there's been really bad storms and the school shooting today. That was really terrible. I'm not sure. I don't know a whole lot of the details. I know it was a girl, identifies as a girl who did it. So your mom is Linda. Oh, you got Nancy. You got to say, listen, Linda. Oh, Gwen, you became a member. Well, welcome. Welcome to the Titan crew. Listen, Linda, you got it. Oh, if my mom's name was Linda, she would hate me. You're safe. Oh, there she is. I thought I saw you in the chat like earlier. And I was like, I swear I saw her name. Well, good. I don't know a whole lot of people from there, but I know like a lot. So North Carolina, Glenn Jammin, is that where you're from? Because I know South Carolina was getting it. But it looked like, I saw where Charlotte was and didn't look like it was there. So I was detecting, yeah. Yes, and Summer's been detecting too. We've been detecting around here. Detecting a lot of bull crap. No, so it's kind of been basically like that a little bit. Let me see where we should start. I actually have notes. I always have notes, but I have like a lot of notes tonight. Also, actually, I'm going to play, there's a video that just came out. I'll play it for you actually first before we get started. It was just on NewsNation about an hour ago. I didn't get to see it. So I thought we'd watch it together just before we get started, because then the rest of the evening, it's pretty much just me talking to you guys. And then I'll drop the link if anyone wants to come up as well. I have new headphones. So funny story. Vincent found my one headphone. So I have one headphone and then I just got the new ones, but I'm hoping that somebody calls and says they found it, but no one's called yet. So we'll see. We'll see if somebody has a really good heart. Oh, just east of Raleigh. Oh, my grandfather still lives there, but my grandma and grandpa, they moved to Etowah, North Carolina. Smaller town, but it's like retirement people. It's just, oh, I loved it. So yeah, and if you're just now joining us, if you guys don't mind, I can't see how many people are in the chat for some reason tonight. If you guys could just hit the thumbs up, that will let me know who's here and all that good stuff. Plus, it really does help send it out into the algorithm. Hey, Frank. Hey, Eddie. Oh, Eddie's back. Yo, yo. Okay, so I've got lots of stuff to talk to you guys about, I feel like. But I'll show you that video first. That'll give me a second to get it all kind of worked on my screen too. And this is only like a 3-minute video, but we'll watch it together and then we'll be right back.
Details are surfacing about Bryan Kohberger and his life behind bars. He's accused of murdering 4 college students in Idaho. NewsNation's Ashley Banfield reports Kohberger has lost a significant amount of weight in jail, suggesting it could be because of his strict vegan diet. She also reports a witness says Kohberger is seen smiling a lot, like, quote, he has not a care in the world. This comes 4 months after the murders of Kaylee Gonsalves, Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. NewsNation's Alex Capriello is live for us in Moscow, Idaho. And Alex, what is it like there now?
Hey, Nicole, good evening to you. I want to show you this. This is the closest we've ever actually been to this house where the 4 victims were murdered. As you can see, there's been some changes over the past few months. Number one, this industrial heavy-duty fence that now lines the perimeter, as well as these boarded up windows and doors. I've been able to speak to neighbors all day today, and they tell me that there's this great sense of relief now that Kohberger is locked up in jail, albeit it's only about 2 miles from here. But it's that fact alone that allows them to move forward with their lives.
College town, Moscow, Idaho, is healing. 4 months removed from the murders of Kaylee Gonsalves, Maddie Mogen, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin.
Hi there. Hello. I'm Alex. I'm a reporter for NewsNation.
Their one-time neighbors tell me it feels as if life is returning to normal.
It's a lot nicer knowing that he's going to be put up to trial soon, that he's he's not on the streets anymore, he's not out there, he's in prison, waiting time for his trial, and so it makes everyone feel a lot better.
Security still stands guard at all hours of the day, a fact that reassures students of their daily safety. The home, repossessed by the University of Idaho, is scheduled to be demolished in the future, but that date is still uncertain.
The University of Idaho now is in possession of it. They have plans to demolish it. Do you like that idea?
I do. I hope they keep it up until after the trial, though, so that they can, if they need to, they can collect any further evidence to put him into jail. But afterwards, I hope they demolish it and turn it into something nice for the students.
I was hoping to visit Bryan Kohberger.
The Latah County Jail wouldn't allow me inside. There's just been too much public attention drawn to this case. So much so, public court documents now line the windows of the jail for curious onlookers to read the latest on the upcoming trial. I placed a request to speak to Kohberger himself. I'm waiting to hear back from his attorney.
And tonight on Banfield, we have an exclusive for you. We're actually going to take you behind the house. This is a space that's completely off limits to everyone, but I had a chance earlier today to go back there. We're going to show you what's behind the house, that backyard, as well as that door that Kohberger allegedly went inside of before those murders occurred. That's an exclusive tonight on Banfield.
All right, Alex, thank you for that. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find new.
How is she going to have another exclusive or whatever, right? That looked better than what we saw last night. Why couldn't we have seen behind the house last night? So I forget who that YouTube guy is, but it's a guy that's on YouTube, and he talks about he used to be in a prison, and I think it's actually the same prison that Alec Murdaugh is in, and that's who I started watching him after Alec got sent to prison. And this guy talks about what his life is going to be like behind bars. I usually don't really care about or not care about, but listening to that kind of stuff, that prison kind of stuff, like that. But this guy is really good at speaking. I don't know. He offers just a lot of insight, and his setup is nice. So it's nice to look at, but I can't think of his name. So you said he got beat up already. Fuki got Fuki'd up. I'm gonna call him that, Fuki, instead of Fuchi. Yeah, he's in the state prison. Yep, he's in state now. He's not there with them little boys that he could be tricking out of giving them their Slim Jims and commissary and shit. He's with the big boys now. He's 16. He's still got acne. The kid's gonna be done. They did shave his head. I guess that'll help him a little bit, but. And it is a shame that all this happened, I think. 16, 13 at the time. How old was he at the time? 16, she was 13. Like, whew. I still can't even. Nope, I can't think of that. Little kid, yeah. Like, this is going to be totally different, but I've seen like shows like The First 48 or whatever it is, where kids are sent to prison, and this is completely different than this situation. So don't think it's this situation, but these kids are so young, 16, 17, 18 maybe, and they're just like in the car with somebody, and somebody else, gets killed, like someone else shoots them, but they're in the car and they get sent to prison for the rest of their lives. That terrifies me. Like growing up, people be jumping in everyone's cars. You didn't know whose cars you were getting into. I mean, you knew, but you knew who they were, but through a friend or, you know what I mean? Like things could have always turned and went crazy. And I just always I am so incredibly lucky that I've never been around anything nothing's ever popped off in my area around me that's ever been that bad. And I lived in a pretty safe town too, until the drugs entered it. I roll with no England jam. That sounds like me, other than my dogs. You should see us rolling together. They were pulling me around today. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to sit in that courtroom with her family and see that. Hey, party of 5. I'm like, where's she at? Like, where am I looking? Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to show you that. So I have my TV on because Bryan Enton is standing in for Dan Abrams tonight at 9:00, and he's supposed to have some special report on it. So I thought if I saw him go on, we would just play it if we needed to. He's going to be terrified, I think. I think Alec Murdaugh, I heard that Alec Murdaugh's ready just to get in with everybody. He's ready to get in Gen Pop and live his best life. Live his best life. Oh my God. Let's see. I'm just going to put these up at a time. Okay, let's see. Let me put the membership link in there again. If anyone wants to become a member, we'd love to have you. I want to do a lot more membership stuff. I keep thinking, because I would like to do them even in the afternoon or mornings, but I'm not sure if you guys are available those times. Because I would love to do I could do one in the morning and then do my live in the evenings or something. But let me know. I'll have to do a members thing. Yeah, you're right on time. We just chat in the beginning for a minute. We watched a little episode, but it wasn't. They're just going to, so we watched something on NewsNation. I guess they're going to, it says behind the bars, they're actually going inside the house. They're not going inside. They're just going to go to the back side of the house and look on the back side, which I don't think you're going to see much. Well, they might be able to see inside the windows. Ooh. Yeah, Teresa, I couldn't imagine having what you had and then surgery. Ooh, I was feeling for you yesterday, girlfriend. I feel for you every day, actually. You should get a break. You shouldn't have to have any more health problems. Okay, so I am going to copy the StreamYard in here. Oops, I don't know what I did. Okay, so if anyone wants to come up, actually, I always forget to do this. Pin a message. We'll pin that. And then if I missed anybody and you guys snuck in around me, Amanda, did you sneak in? Crazy Train? I don't know. I feel like people are sneaking in, but if you guys did and I didn't say hi, hello, hi, welcome. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. We're going to go ahead and get started into tonight's live. And Teresa's with us tonight, so she feels better. If you guys have any questions over anything in the case that has to do with anything that I can answer, or try to answer for you, I will. I do have my binder out here, which is incredibly thick and incredibly heavy. And I haven't even printed out near as much stuff as I thought I needed. I thought I would, but I have the first PCA, the second, they're all the search warrants, they're all there. So if we need to get to them fast, we can. Can we watch BK get shot up? I wonder if that's like televised. That should be, you think? Shit. I mean, okay. For the guys in here, I don't know if the girls have seen this, but I just realized I don't know what made me think of that. Like shot and this made me think of that. But have you guys seen the new sporting event that guys are doing now? It's, okay, so I thought the game of tag was like, I thought I seen it all when they were bringing that back on ESPN, guys, full grown, men playing tag, but they're doing slapping contest. Like they slap each other across the face and whoever slaps the other one the hardest, I guess, wins. Has anyone seen it? I literally laughed so hard, I almost peed my pants yesterday when I saw that, because I was literally like, I've seen it all in my life. So if you have not seen that, look it up. It's a new thing. It's men slapping other men, full grown men. Crazy. Princess Meg Elsa, where were you at just getting home? That'll be next, Elliot. That'll be next. That might be. So I don't see anybody in the chat, so maybe they'll sneak in. That's why I was trying to wait to see if anyone snuck in. But last night in the chat, I don't know if you guys saw the live, but if you didn't, you guys can go back and look. We were talking about Idaho Four, and we weren't mentioning anything about, the DoorDash driver or the DoorDash being delivered. We weren't even in that direction or in that realm at that time. We were talking about like Banfield and if, the house was going to be torn down and stuff like that, those kind of things. So people in the chat last night, there was probably like, and I don't mind it at all. 4 or 5 people, maybe 6, I don't know. It could have been like 2, but it seemed like a lot. But they kept saying, Bryan Kohberger is the DoorDash driver and you need to go look it up, or you need to see this, you need to do that. And I said, well, I've seen it, because I knew immediately which creator they were referring to, because I had watched the same creator at 12 o'clock yesterday do his premiere, and I watched the live. And I didn't bring it up in my chat that night because in my heart and in my mind, I didn't feel like that he was, and I didn't see any proof that he was. So I didn't bring it into the chat. So with that being said, I had about 6 or 7 people. They repeatedly told me I needed to go over to Crime Circus, which I told them, I said, I know, I was there. And then they still didn't believe me. And I said, hello, I saw the super chat that called out Lana. I saw it all. I'm like trying to let them know that I really was in the chat. And so I was like, okie dokie. I went back and watched it 4 times. I think I've seen it, maybe 5. He's going to have to cut me a check at this point because I've seen it so many times. I'm giving so many views, which I don't mind because I want to know. Like, I want to see other people's point of view. So if it's different than mine, I don't want people to be afraid of me or like feel intimidated or anything. Like, their opinions doesn't matter. So I was like, I'm going to go over and see if, and I kept asking like, well, what makes it, what is it? What is he saying? I didn't get it. Like, and no one could answer that part. And so I'm like, damn it, I'm going to have to go over and do the leg work myself, the grunt work. So I did that today. Summer said, I'm telling you, they gave me 6 heart attacks. It was pretty crazy. So let me see here. I have like all kinds of little notes because I would never remember all of this if I had to. And this thing's really getting on my damn nerves. This little thing holds up my papers and it's not doing that good. Let me grab my drink. Oh, Catherine saw it too. Okay. She said that one guy was going on and on about it. Yeah. And I don't mind, I really don't mind a good, a debate. I'm a debater. It's in my blood. I'm competitive. It's in my blood. It's bad. I'll compete at anything. Like I really will. And it's just something like, I love to know facts. And so if I hear something and it sounds like, I'm like, that doesn't sound right, I will go to the ends of the earth to see if it's correct or not. And that's just me, I refuse to watch the dumb video. I don't want to give it views. Well, don't worry. I gave it enough for the both of us. I was done too. There's our Teresa. That's exactly what Vincent said. Vincent said, we need Teresa because she's going to say, wait till the trial, guys. And you did. I thought that was cute. So, basically I was just like, okay, I'm going to go over there. And then I saw like 3 creators had made a video on this. And I'm just like, man, what? It's spreading like wildfire. I guess if you have a large platform, it's easy to do that. And I tell people in my chat as well, if I say something and you're like, that doesn't sound right, look it up and make sure, and Google me, Google it and be like, Tanya, that's wrong. Like if it's wrong or something, I'll always stand corrected. But, and the trial's going to tell us so much, Tony. You're so right. You're so right. I want to hear or see court documents. Me too, Teresa. That's how I am. And I don't mind having a good, if you know, the PCA, we knew, we didn't really know how he entered the home. It doesn't really say, but most people think the back door. But you know me, we've speculated on my channel before that I still think it's the front door. But things like that, that's not bad. But when you're sitting there, I don't know, just basing your whole thing and you're saying that your video, I don't know. Let me read the beginning of what it says. So in the beginning of the video, no one believed this, but it says this video, and this isn't for mine, but this video contains guesses, speculations, and opinions. Nothing in this video is to be taken as fact. All people and businesses are presumed innocent, and all words are someone else's fantasy. So it doesn't even say it's, I have facts backed by nothing. It says it's all fantasy. It's all not true. Okay, end of the live. So no, just kidding. That would be funny though. That would be funny. Yeah, that's what it was too. And that's what it was. I was just come on. Yeah, Tanya's not trying to be Marble Rollers. I'm really not. So Drip Drop is another creator, and I like him. I do. I think he's fascinating. I really do. I think his makeup. I didn't know he did that every time. He has spiders on his face. Someone came in my chat one time and told me this. Guy had spiders on his face, and I'm like, what are you talking about? No, and I do like his videos. I've watched them. They're entertaining, but it's just weird. Someone actually stated in the comments, the video didn't even start yet. And she goes, oh my God, I love this video so much. And I'm like, honey, we haven't even started the video yet. I don't know. We were just getting excited, but it just made me laugh. Yeah, that is. And if not people, yep. And if not, people will forget. You're so right about that. Because people do forget, especially when it's large creators. But if it was my little 7,000, I'd be thrown under the bus quicker than quick. Oh, I don't know where they get the names. I got mine from, actually, I just thought of it one day. Yeah, he does tell a story. And that's what I like. I like that he tells it's a whole theatric thing. You know what I mean? I like that part of it. This was just one thing I didn't agree with. And we usually do. Oh, sorry. I can't remember that. But yeah, no, I do like him and everything. And this is nothing to do with him. This is just has to do with the people that came into the chat last night and were like, you need to go watch him. And we weren't even talking about it. We weren't even talking about DoorDash or any of that. And so I'm like, okay, I'll go watch it again. Because I watched it, I think, twice. And then I watched it another 2 times today. I don't know. So, first things first. Wonder why he's hiding his identity. That's weird. Montana Hellcat. A lot of people hide their identity on YouTube. And I find it very odd. Because YouTube is for YouTube, for you to be you, not for you to be an avatar. I don't know. This to me, like looking at this all the time, this would get on my nerves. It, like, I don't know about you guys, but to me, if I just was watching me, I don't know, do this all the time, it would get on my nerves. I was trying to find this. We'll show their picture again. But yeah, I think it would. That's why I try to hang out with you guys. I try to get ready for y'all. But so anyway, sorry I'm taking forever to get started with tonight's live, but I just missed y'all. That's all. So I was just going to go through a few things that I just thought that, well, okay, so I have a few different things. I have some notes that, you know, of stuff that, you know, Crime Circus kind of thought his reasoning for Bryan being the DoorDasher and what I think of that. And then also like a little debunking. And then I have just some other little notes on why I don't feel like Bryan is, you know, Bryan's the DoorDasher. Oh, he shaved? Is that what it is? I don't know if I remember him before he was shaved then. Drip Drop sounds like he needs medical attention, Isabel said. It does sound like that. Hi, Cat's Life. Oh, and hi, No Conspiracy Theories. I saw you come in. And Annabelle Sheath. Sorry. I've been seeing that word too long many times, and the letters just went backwards for me. So this isn't in the video, but this part I just wanted to throw out there. I don't believe for 1 second, if Bryan Kohberger is vegan, that he would allow any meat in his car to be a DoorDash driver. Like for him to put like food in his car, he's going to have to put meat products. He's going to be going to McDonald's. He's going to be picking up chicken nuggets and hamburgers. Somebody that's like OCD like him and vegan, I don't see it. I don't see it in a million years. Crime Circus talks about the Delphi case and how Richard Allen told the police that he was at the bridge the day of the murders. That is true. He did do that. But that also came out in the PCA. So if Bryan Kohberger was the DoorDash driver that night, he would have been named in the PCA just like Richard Allen was named in his PCA. So that like didn't make sense to me. Also, unlike Richard Allen, Bryan has never put himself at the crime scene as like, or put himself like back at the scene, like with the police talking to them as far as we know. So as far as we know, he may have talked to the police, but I don't know. Yeah, me too. That's why I do the subscriber only mode, Margo. I really do. And it's because like, and you guys don't have to be a subscriber for like, it's just for like 1 minute or not a minute, actually. It's for any duration. And then you can chat. And then if you don't like the chat or whatever, you can leave. But we're really cool. Let me see. I have so many notes. Oh yeah. So he said the only reason why the police knew about the DoorDash was that the DoorDash driver told him. So that means in his, you know, for him or whatever, you know, in his reaction. And so that means Bryan would have reached out to the police and said that he was the one that delivered the food then. Like if he's saying, you know, the DoorDash driver told the police, so that would have been Bryan reaching out to the police to tell him that he was the DoorDash driver. I don't know. I feel like I need to be Eddie. I saw that. I saw that right before. I think that was playing right. I think that played in the last segment. But yeah, maybe because of stress. I don't know. I don't know what you'd eat there. I mean, vegetables, bread. The jail food isn't good. He's probably never had jail food. He probably hating life. Let me see. Oh, also, I'm thinking that maybe they got the DoorDash like the information from the DoorDash order and about the DoorDash order, if it wasn't from the actual like DoorDasher themselves, I think they came forward actually, but if not, they or they would have double checked it with Xana's phone, like right away, because the order was underneath, her name. So yeah, he had razor marks. Yeah, it's because he's never had to shave with a razor from a jail before. They don't even give you the soap. It's like a disposable razor that's been used 50,000 times over. And he cut himself bad. I'm just reading your guys' comments. Sorry. I do that sometimes. I'll paste that back in there too. And then let me see. What else do I have? I have all kinds of notes. Oh yeah, so let me show you this page here. So under so in Crime Circus's video, he goes over this right here and he says, he shows that the DoorDash driver wasn't written down as one of the people that were cleared. The DoorDash driver isn't in this list, and he's right. But with that being said, neither is Adam, Jeremy the neighbor, Ian and Harsh. I can go on for days. So just because those people aren't listed under to not be involved doesn't mean that Bryan Kohberger is a DoorDasher. I'm trying to see what else I had. I have like so many notes. I'm going to get to some of your questions too, or like some of your comments, because I know that I have them in here. Now I want food, she said. I know DoorDash is expensive. Yeah, a Bic razor, yeah. They give you the Bic ones, the nice ones, I'm just kidding, they're not nice at all. Let me just copy this real quick and then get back to my notes. Okay. He also goes over the term approximately. He says, so approximately the time was 4 a.m. to 4:10 a.m. when talking about when the food was delivered. So he says, they say in the PCA that it was around or approximately 4 a.m. And he says, yeah, so that means approximately it could have been 4:05 a.m. or 4:10 a.m. But that could also mean it could have been 3:50 a.m. or 3:55 a.m. Like you can't go one direction and not the other direction. So that was just something else that I saw in there. I just saw a lot. I don't know. He asked this question. He says, what are the odds that a DoorDasher and Bryan Kohberger are in the same area at the same time? Very plausible. College kid, Saturday night. They've been drinking all day, football game. Yeah, you eat. That's what you do. That's what we did. I mean, we ate good too. We didn't eat good. Just kidding. But we would go, you always go eat. Or if you got home, that's probably what happened. Like they probably got home and she probably was like, oh, I'm hungry and there's nothing here. So, I don't know. I have some more pictures for you guys though too. Because I think that a lot of college kids, they eat late at night. So I could totally see, a DoorDasher in the area. And that's not that far from campus. It's just right around. So it's just like in the same area. There's a lot of apartment complexes through there. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a couple more cars on the road. It's 4 o'clock. It's not like it's You know what I mean? It's a deserted area. There's houses all around there. Oh, yeah, it might be. Oh, yeah, Montana. Hi, TF. If I didn't say hi. I always feel like, sometimes I smile and I feel like you guys, you guys know. I don't know. That is hella late. But yeah, but I mean, if you're hungry, you're hungry. Because like they said that they got home and I think that probably like she went to go lay down and she probably was just got hungry maybe. I don't know. What else? Okay, so let me put this one down actually. Because there's something on here I wanted to show you. There's like a picture on there. So. Okay, so he also, and this is just like a simple mistake, but you know, we're just gonna, I mean, we're debunking, so simple mistake, but he also said that unless this is all wrong, and I've read everything on Google and it's all wrong, Dylan, he says, was 18 years old. She's not 18, she is 21 years old. So 2 to 4 a.m. I'm not sure what went on that night. They just said that I think they just hung around the house. In the PCA, I think it doesn't really state what they did. It just says that they were home between the hours and then they were in bed, you know, by 4 a.m. So they returned home by 2 a.m. and were asleep, or at least in their rooms by 4. So I'm assuming college life, they were probably chit-chatting it up, maybe doing some TikToks, hanging out, just, you know, chit-chatting. I'm not sure. Yeah, and the bars closed, you know, like at 2, Frank said, yeah, like they closed like 2:15. Probably just wanted to go hang out. Out of city limits will DoorDash? I don't know, actually. I live inside the city. That's a good question, though. I'm sure somebody knows. Oh, yeah. So you get home before 2 a.m. and still buzzed by 4 until 4? Yeah. Oh, yeah. If I was in my 20s, I don't drink anymore, but yeah, I'd be buzzed the next day when I woke up. What you talking about? We're in college. I'd be buzzed until my next beer. Like they were drinking, I'm sure, that whole day too, because they went to like their, what was it? Was it their homecoming football game, or is it just their last football game of the year? They should deliver just as long as they have cars. That's how long they would deliver. So when you do DoorDash, they don't have like a set schedule. So if you want to, you know, if you want to DoorDash from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., you can do that, or, you know, whatever. But yeah, they do deliver to Moscow. And I do have them, I have a map up, and I know his route that he took, and it doesn't even match the Jack in the Box if he were to go get the Jack in the Box. And there's way more evidence that he couldn't have done that also. So why does it say in the PCA the murders happened between 4 a.m. and 4:25 a.m.? Because I think we all know that one, like that it does state that. If not, I could pull it up. I don't know if that's the part I had or not. Oh, actually, I had the one up about the two. Let me see. Trying to see which one I needed. Oh, I have this on a different page. Okay, page 6. Trying to see where I need to be. Okay, so it says suspect 1 can be seen entering the area 4th time, approximately at 4:04 a.m. And then it says that it leaves. Did I go too far down? Might be because let me see. Sorry, y'all. I swear I had this ready. It's right there. All right. I have it like on a... Okay, there it is. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it says that the suspect is seen at 4:04 a.m. That's when he is entering the area at 4:04 a.m. So just use a little common sense, little common knowledge. Zaina's DoorDash order 4 o'clock. He's not coming back into the area until 4:04. And then he leaves the area at 4:20 a.m. It says here, suspect vehicle 1 is next seen departing the residence at approximately 4:20 a.m. at a high rate of speed. So people are saying that's because Bryan delivered the DoorDash at 4 a.m. But I believe that goes, I don't know. I think the story goes back to when maybe like Dylan saw the door, like when Dylan said that it happened, if that makes sense. Because if he was in the vicinity at 4:04, the DoorDash order was dropped off at 4 o'clock. So that's why I was getting a little confused. I don't know why I keep messing up all my papers. This isn't helping any. Because I try to double up on my papers. You know, I don't like to waste. Yeah, so I think that's why, like, I think that's why a lot of the officers started with 4 o'clock being like the time frame between like, I think 4 o'clock and 4:25, because that's when Dylan said that she first, reported like hearing something. Then I wanted to show you these cars. I've never really looked at these before. So, and this is just something I just was interested in looking up. So I wanted to get your guys' opinions. So these are like 2011 through 2013 Hyundai Elantras that I looked up, just to see. And I think that the reason why, the officers told us in the beginning that they were looking for a white Hyundai Elantra, 2011 through 2013, I believe. And then they came, well, actually, I don't think they ever did come back, but they may have came back. I know we read in the PCA, it ended up switching to like a 2013 to 2011 through a 2016 Hyundai Elantra. But if you look at the cars, I sincerely don't think the police were trying to be like funky with us about anything. I really don't. I think it was a simple mistake by officers, because these cars, they didn't really change much in those years. So these are the cars that are like, the 2011 to 2013, and then 2013 to 2016 are right here. Like these still have the same, like, dent on the wing looking thing on the car there. The headlights are pretty similar, if not completely the same. I mean, they're very, very similar. I'll share the other tab again. Do you think that could have been what it was? Was it just like a simple, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Let me go back up in the chat so I could see. I was on the other page, so I couldn't see what everyone was writing. Hey, Melissa. And I wonder if it was really like, I don't know, this would make it quiet or not quiet. But I'm wondering if it's because of the game. I wonder if people just like partied their little hearty out and they went home and went to bed that night or something. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know. Usually you keep on going, don't you? Who was driving Brian's car? Bryan was. Yeah, see, and I wrote the police today too, and I can show you guys documentation if you want to see it. If you've been on my channel before, I mean, if for a length of time, sorry. Back in, let me just pull it up really quick. Back in December the 11th, I wrote them about, let's see. Oh, about the slider door in the back. Because y'all know me, and I was wondering about the chairs and the slider door. And they sent me a response back the same day within like 6 minutes, which I was very surprised. And they told me, you know, that, so you are aware the investigation has reached the stage where media interviews and responses regarding the case will be focused on newly released information to maintain the integrity of the investigation. So they really didn't say anything. But I wrote them again today, and I just said, let me see, this is it. I don't know where I put it. It was in my sent mail. But it just said basically that I'm covering, you know, that I'm a content creator, and I'm just, you know, covering this case, and that could you guys let me know if I could squash this rumor about Bryan Kohberger being the DoorDash delivery driver? So we'll see if they write me back. Even if they just write back, yay or no. I said, use simple response is fine. I don't need nothing big. Nothing no big. Yeah, he was in the area 12 times. Unless, you know, I mean, if you want to, if Drip Drop's going to go with him being the DoorDash person, then he was just over there door dashing it up then. But the Sheath, I guess he just threw that in the window and it landed on the bed. And if somebody says that he took that damn knife to a party and that's why he lost his sheath, I live in Ohio and I have been around some country people. My brother hunts all the time. He has never walked around with a knife hanging out of his pocket. I doubt a college kid was doing that. So that little trick he's going to try to pull, like if he tries to pull that defense, like, oh yeah, I left it there at a party. That's going to sound ridiculous to me. That's just me. I don't know. Oh wow. I'm already, okay. So yeah, so that was all I had about Crime Circus. That was like way before I was done. I was just like thinking, I was like, wait. But yeah, I don't understand, you know, if he's so bent out of shape about this DoorDash delivery driver not being believed to be involved, then Adam, like I said, you know, all these other people have not been cleared either. The Joe from the food truck. How about that big guy, the big guy? How about the Shia LaBeouf looking guy at the food truck? Why wasn't he cleared? Why wasn't he put on the cleared list? He didn't have nothing to do with it. He should be on the list. I don't know. Do you think the sheaf was planned most likely, Teresa? I think he took it off and I don't even think he had it on I don't think he even had it on his side. I think he had it in his hand and then he just took it off. And I think that I don't know. Oh, and I do have something else to ask you. Hold on, I want to write that down so I don't forget at the end. Let me see. I wonder if I did write it down. Okay. Let me write this down. Okay. I had heard somewhere about how they thought that Kaylee was the target. I'm trying to remember this correctly. That they thought that Kaylee was the target, and since he went upstairs and he opened Kaylee's door and he didn't see Kaylee there, that's when he went over to Maddie's room. But if Kaylee was moved out, and let's say he didn't know that, and he walked up and he opened Kaylee's door and her bedroom was empty, why wouldn't he just, if she was the intended target, just shut the door and walk outside and leave? Like, why would he go to Maddie's room not knowing 100% that Kaylee was in there? In my opinion, I think that it was Maddie he was after, and Kaylee was fighting for Maddie. That's just my personal opinion. Based on what I seen that night, in Maddie's demeanor at the food truck, she was a little more impaired, and I think that Kaylee was a little more of the mama bear. So I think that she would have fought for her, for sure. And they were best friends. They were sisters. So yeah, so they think it was, what I think with the dog was, I think he might have been trying to get, the only thing is, I don't know how he could get the dog out of the room so quietly without the girls hearing him, because they just went to sleep. They were just calling. But I don't see Kaylee leaving her dog in a room with her personal belongings. Like if she had like an overnight bag or makeup or anything. I don't know. I think he was targeting Maddie, and that's why he went into Maddie's room. And I think that's why he saw Kaylee there, and all hell broke loose. And then maybe he went downstairs at that point. I don't know. I'm still on the fence between if I think he went up to the third floor first or not. Still on the fence. I know a lot of people are like, what are you even talking about? No one thinks that but me, but that's what I think maybe. Yeah, exactly. Party 5. When they just bought food, when they're just texting people and all of that stuff, I don't see how you would go to bed that fast. Yeah, for sure. That's what I think too, Melissa. Yeah, that's what I think. I think that, yeah, and then maybe that's when people heard, stuff from the upstairs. You never know. Maybe when Dylan heard, I didn't even think about this, but maybe when Dylan heard a noise upstairs, so did Zaina, and that made her come out. Maybe that's when she came out with her DoorDash order. Where's the picture? This one here. Because she sat her DoorDash order here on the back of the sink. You can tell that this milkshake is half drank. There's lipstick on the top of it, and the seal's been broken and has her name on it. So she ate at least a little bit of that meal. Also, if Bryan was the DoorDasher, I forget what I was going to say to you guys now. I'm trying to play this out in my mind. Fresh lipstick that late. So it really wouldn't have been fresh, I don't think, but there are miracles that you can do with lipstick now. They have 24-hour stay, 48-hour stay. You can get, it's some stuff. The makeup game has changed so much. He wouldn't have been able to get the DoorDash, and I'll get to that as well, too, because of his phone situation. I do want to show you a video really quick. But Bryan's car was not seen back in the area of the King Road house until 4:04 a.m. that morning. So that's right before, the crime. So if he was the DoorDasher, how would he be there at 4 a.m. and not be like seen? I just don't get that. So I want to show you a video that I've shown you guys before, and it just shows the route that like Bryan would have taken that night. Let me see. So we're gonna watch this and then we'll talk about it. It's just like a couple of seconds long where I want to show you, or a couple minutes.
This is with the exception of Kernodle, who received a DoorDash order at the residence at approximately 4 a.m. Law enforcement identified the DoorDash delivery driver who reported this information. Here is the DoorDash driver. I use the same vehicle for both the Elantra and DoorDash, but changed the color up. So this is DoorDash. Yeah, maybe did something like this, pulls in, and in this location he would get out of his vehicle. Apparently with DoorDash you don't actually speak to the persons, you just come up, drop the meal.
And I do want to say really quick that I think that maybe, maybe Bryan was going around because, like, how he does like these 3-point turns and he makes all these weird like circles and things like that. Maybe he did see the DoorDash driver that night and he was taking a second round to be safe, or maybe he was working up the nerve to kill 4 people, because I would be doing 3-point turns and everything else myself if I was trying to work up the nerve to even I walk in a store 5 minutes before they close, let alone do this.
Meal off and dash away. Maybe that's why they call it DoorDash. But they drop off the meal, ring the doorbell, knock on it, and take off. And this is right around 4 a.m. on the 13th of November, 2022. And then just after that, 4 minutes later, suspect vehicle 1 can be seen entering the area a 4th time at approximately 4:04 a.m. It can be seen driving eastbound on King Road. And here's the vehicle. Driving eastbound on Queen Road. It's actually Queen Road, not King Road. And then it stops and turns around in front of 500 Queen Road, number 52. Now, I think it's right back here because we did learn that there's a surveillance camera right here. You can barely see it in my, off to the side there. It appears to actually be facing this area right here. Then driving back westbound on King Road, when suspect vehicle 1 is in front of the King Road residence, it appeared to unsuccessfully attempt to park or turn around in the road. Then it continues westbound on Queen Road to the intersection of Queen and King Road, and where it does a 3-point turn and then drives eastbound again on Queen Road. And then it drives around, and I believe, this is where I'm just putting in what I think, is that he drove up around into the parking area that's behind the 1122 residence. And it remains there from probably something like 4:05 or 4:06 up until 4:20. And then at 4:20, suspect vehicle 1 is next seen departing the area of the King Road residence at approximately 4:20 a.m. at a high rate of speed. Suspect vehicle 1 is next observed traveling southbound on Walenta Drive. Based on my knowledge of the area and review of camera footage in the neighborhood that does not show suspect vehicle 1 during the time.
Okay. So, what was I going to say? Oh, okay. So just because I feel like, this is what I feel like, just because they didn't publicly, just because he's not publicly named in the PCA, doesn't mean it's Bryan. It doesn't mean it's Bryan. I believe they didn't publicly name the DoorDash person because they didn't want people to know who they were. I think they wanted to keep their identity private. either because maybe he's going to be a star witness in this case, because maybe he did see Bryan Kohberger's car that night. Or maybe they want to keep it his name quiet because they have seen what the internet has done to other people that have come out and talked about this case. So I don't know. I was reading your comment, Elliot. What an awful life to live, it seems like. Yeah, I think that I think that maybe the DoorDash did see him. And that's why they're keeping it quiet. Because the DoorDash driver came forward. I mean, yeah, they probably would have got him on camera somewhere and traced it back to him and why didn't you tell us? But I mean, he did come forward. So I think that says a lot about, I don't know, somebody. Yeah, I'll drop the link right now, actually. If anyone wants to come up, I can put my headphones in. That's all you need. Just put your headphones in so there's no echo or anything. And I went through another list of all these reasons why. That was my first reason. My first reason was the reason why I don't think Bryan Kohberger is the DoorDash delivery driver is because I think that the star witness, I think this guy, the DoorDash driver, is being, I don't think he's in protective custody or anything, but I think his image is being not told. I think it's just being, kept under wraps. Because, I mean, really, look at all the people who have come out in this case and what's happened to them. They've been, I mean, Dylan can't even walk out of her own home without probably people snapshotting at her, taking snapshots, and it's just crazy. Oh, I would like to see the Papa Roger post. I think BK grabbed the DoorDash from the driver and left it in the kitchen. But if he left it in the kitchen, then there wouldn't have been anything gone. It wouldn't have been drank, and it has lipstick on it. Zaina had drank it. I'll share the tab with you guys again. So she drank half of this milkshake. That milkshake didn't evaporate. It's November. So, and you can see the lipstick on here, and you can see the bag is torn. So the seal has been torn, she's ate the food. To me, that's what it appears. I think she got the food and ate it, and then she came back out into the kitchen and put it, just sat it up on the sink. Which I'm not sure why she even came back out to the kitchen and set it on the sink. Why she just didn't throw it away the next day or throw it away in her room. That's just I don't know. Was there DNA on it? They haven't said that. Oh, sorry, I missed the message. But yeah, they haven't stated that yet. That would be good to know. Would it be? I was going to say that, Eddie. I was going to say that. I was going to say, well, if you put lipstick on, that'd be a whole new one. And then I'll apologize completely if I'm completely wrong about this. And BK is, in fact, the DoorDash driver. But another thing is Bryan's phone was not on, or it wasn't, or it could have been in airplane mode during the possible order time, and surely not on during the drop-off time. He would have needed his phone on in order to access the DoorDash app. And you have to be traveling to, you have to travel, pick up the order, check in. You have to have your GPS on, tracking you to the customer's house, dropping off the food, all of the good stuff, Where's Ina going? Oh, tell your dad I said hi. Have a good night. I'm gonna try to do a morning or afternoon live tomorrow, even if we're just chit-chatting, Also, you would need the app to show that you were dropping the food off and that you dropped it off. Usually you take a picture and you send it in that way. I keep losing my spot. Oh, and then so like if he did drop it off, like surely the cops would know because they could track his GPS movements that way, track him from the Jack in the Box, which I have like this, or wait, it's a map somewhere. Like that Jack in the Box, if you in the for Pullman, and then just straight to their house. But I don't know the exact route that he took yet by heart, so I need to look into that. Also, Saturday, this was another thing. I was telling the people that were like, no, like he's the DoorDasher. And I was like, well, I see this article and it says that he's not, like he was eliminated. So this is where I got it from. I just want to show you where it says it. But it says authorities noted that law enforcement interviewed an unidentified DoorDash delivery driver who shed light on the timeline and was eliminated as a suspect. So, but according to Moscow, he hasn't, I don't know, maybe I just need to read through the second PCA. That drink to me looks like a milkshake because of the top of it. Like that you put whipped cream in it. Let me go back to it. See? Like, I don't know. To me, that's a milkshake. But that's what I thought. I don't think Starbucks has the lines on the side of their cups. Let me see. And wait, Starbucks don't have cups like that. They don't have straws. Starbucks don't carry straws anymore. Yeah, no, they don't do that. They do those cups with the or do they do straws? I thought they got rid of straws. You get the little cuppy with the little sippy cup now. Oh, you have straws? How did we know that this cup wasn't with this Jack in the Box? Because to me, this looks like it was all together. That's how I took it as. Oh yeah, this was taken like days after the homicides. This was taken, yeah, this picture that's why it looks so old. Didn't he have a burner? Like a burner phone? Not that I know of. They didn't take any in the search warrant. Okay, Leslie, have a good evening. Yeah. Well, it looks just like, this looks like foam to me on the top. Like if you get whipped cream, have you ever had a McDonald's milkshake with whipped cream? The whipped cream will never melt. It just doesn't. The date on the bag, I can't see it from here. I don't even think I'd be able to zoom in. I don't think it's on that part of it for some reason. I don't think there was a date on there. But she did get an order from Jack in the Box. So, I mean, like, that's why they were thinking it was this night. But either or, let's see where I was at. Oh, also, when you are a DoorDasher, you don't pick and choose who you DoorDash to. It's all random. So you can't pick like, I'm going to deliver to 1122 King Avenue. Like it's all random and it comes into your phone. You would have to be the luckiest person alive, like lottery winning stuff, I feel like, to do that. Also, I believe that if Bryan was the DoorDasher, I believe that they would just put that in the PCA. Why not? Like, why not put that in the PCA? Do you think it's separated or this is just foam on top, like whipped cream or something? You think that cup is old, not with a DD order? Well, because I always did wonder why she would bring her food out, like, and put it in the kitchen. Because to me, I would just do that in the morning, you know? Yeah, but he would have to know that she was ordering. Well, it wouldn't. Well, yeah, but if he was sitting in the parking lot, but he would have to know that she was ordering that. He would have to be psychic to know that she was going to order that food. And his phone was supposed to be turned off. Like, it was turned off once it got over there, though. I think that this picture was taken days later. Yeah, this bag was taken, this picture was taken days after the murders. This was taken in like end of November, I want to say. Let me see if I can, I don't know if I can find exactly when. But I'm thinking that, let me see. Let me see if I can figure that out real quick. I'm not having any luck. Oh, sorry. I'm not having any luck there. Dunkin' Donut Cup. Now I'm wondering what it is. I mean, like it looks like, let me see here, actually. I can figure this out. I need to see the back. Y'all might be right. Trying to see. Because it usually looks like it says Jack in the Box on the cup, but I don't know if it would say it if that's the back side of the cup. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if the back of the cup would have something different. What's Nancy want to discuss? Yeah, what would you like to discuss, Nancy? Let me see. Oh, and the reason why we're talking about this, like in particular, the DoorDasher is actually, let me see. Nancy, if you follow any true crime like channel, like I bet you're going to see this on their thing. They're going to say Bryan Kohberger is the DoorDash driver. Bombs everywhere. So I'm over here just to kind of you know, I'm just over here to put out the facts. So we were just wondering if that was the cup that was with it. Because I just thought that it was. So I was glad that you guys told me that you didn't think that it was. And that's what we do here, which was really great. So thank you guys for that. Because this whole time I just assumed that it was, you know, that it was a Jack in the Box cup. I don't know, it is closed, but I hope it wasn't anything important. Actually, let me check something right quick for you guys here. And thank you guys for being here tonight. I really do truly appreciate you guys, each and every one of you, so much. You guys are my friends. If you are just now joining, if you wouldn't mind smashing that like button, leaving your DNA all over that thing. It's free to do, helps the channel grow. We'd love to have you. If you do want to join our membership, I will post the link in a minute. And if you would like to just subscribe to the channel, we'd love to have you here. I'm a milkshake person. I love milkshakes. I'm going to put the StreamYard link in there too. And then this. Oh, was it? Oh, well, see, I was looking at, that's where I get my milkshakes from. And I feel like those black things on the back kind of was speaking to me. I think so, Dreamcatcher. I think that it was the only place that was open. So maybe that was just from, maybe that was, I didn't know. I didn't know that maybe they had food from another night. I mean, obviously the house was a little messy, they're college kids, so. Party of 5, you're funny. Let's see here. What else? I have like papers everywhere. Oh, actually, there we go. Okay, so this was another thing too that I didn't understand. If he was the DoorDash driver, did he walk up to the front door, knock on the door, hand her the food or set the food down there, and then walk around to the back slider door and come in? Is that how that would have worked? Like, I'm just wondering how this all would have worked. They won't call in, they'll leave a live after the comment. Bet. Yep, you're exactly right. I wanted someone to come up and just debate with me. Not even debate, just tell me their side, because then maybe I can see it differently. I was begging people last night because it was a lot of people that came, they went and watched Crime Circus, and I like him as a creator, but they kept saying like, and we weren't even talking about that. And they were just like, you need to do this, and you need to go watch him, and you need to go watch him because he's the DoorDasher, and he's the DoorDasher. And I'm just like, use your common sense. Like, I know I didn't need to tell y'all to use your common sense, but, like, it really is just kind of like some common sense. Oh, and they didn't release the private driver's name. So why would they release the DoorDasher's name? Like, I don't know. I don't get that. Debate what? Not like debate really, but just to like see why people think that he's the DoorDasher so much and so hard. Because everything that like I've debunked everything today that was on, it seems like Crime Circus's live. Like, I just don't get it. And then like, cause then people come over here and they're like, you're doing it wrong. And I'm just like, what do you mean I'm doing it wrong? Like, I'm not doing it wrong. I don't think. But I do take, constructive criticism isn't bad. No, I was just like, I had like a bunch of people come in the live last night, and it was just like, wow. I mean, like, it was just insane. No, like, I mean, he still could be the the DoorDash driver, I guess, but I mean, to me, it makes no sense that he would deliver food at 4 o'clock, but his car is not even seen in the area till 4:04. That makes no sense to me. Like, you drop the food off at 4 o'clock, but your car's not seen and all the way down the road until 4:04. That's because he's not. I vote no. Okay. I think I only have like one or two more. I don't even know if I have that many more. I was on a roll today though. I was like, how many of these do I have? Also, if Bryan was the DoorDasher, it would have shown him picking up the Jack in the Box order in Pullman because his phone would have still been turned on at that time. And he would have had to confirm that he picked up the order. So he would have had to turn on his phone, confirm that he picked it up. And also Jack in the Box would have cameras. They would have seen his ass if he was there. They would have seen him, bushy and all. But yeah, how do you guys feel about the house being torn down? I know a lot of people are on the fence with that one. A lot of people don't know if they want it torn down or if they don't care. Yeah, they'll wait. Don't think I won't come back on this live though. Yeah, Bryan wouldn't deliver burgers. Exactly. Like he just wouldn't put that in his car. I think that he would like throw up the smell of it. I mean, he has to change his pans, but yeah, I did a lot of little research today. I was like watching videos and then I watched them again and then I watched them again. Oh, these are all from the other night. I'm like, what are these from? I have papers everywhere. I think that it needs to come down. That's just me. I just think that this is what I was thinking about today too, was the kids that have to look at that house every day. Trials can take years and years and years and years. I mean, look at Lori Vallow. What is it, 4 years now, Teresa? We got Letitia Stout. Stout. She is 3 years. Sarah Boone, 3 years. It's just, I don't know. Alec Murdoff, 1.5 2 years. I mean, I don't want the kids to have to look at that if they don't need to, you know. I don't know. I don't know what the kids would have wanted for that house. If I was brutally slain in a house, I'd want the mother effer to the ground, actually. I don't need to think about it. No, I don't want it. I wouldn't want it rebuilt. Bad juju. No, my ghost will be haunting you. That's what I'd say. No. I don't think kids would feel comfortable living on that spot. I don't know. That's just me. Oh yeah, that was another thing I was going to show you guys. I guess let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find this really quick. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. But I don't know if you guys have heard, but Steve Goncalves, he went ahead and he put out like a tip line for people if they have tips on the case. But I'm really concerned because I'm like, why would they need tips? And another thing about the house, this was another thing. Either there's going to be biohazard all over the place in there, and that's disgusting. And when you're on the jury, it's you, me, it's your grandmother, it is your mother up there. And I am sorry, but most of the people, we're true crimers. We like to see this shit. We're not like it, but we are infatuated with it. Most people don't want to be traumatized by looking at what they're going to have to look at. They just don't. So for them to have to for them to want to to send them into a house, even if if they clean it, right? If they clean the house, then what are you going in there for? Dimensions just to be in, because it's not a big house. It looks big, but when you're in it, the hallways are tiny. How are you going to fit 12 jurors, 6 alternates, a judge, and 2 attorneys? You're not. They're going to be crammed in there. So that means they're going to be up against the walls where there was blood. And most of those crime scene places, they don't clean it. It's not going to be looking brand new or anything. No, they didn't clean the house yet, no. The FBI took the tip line down for the Idaho Four. Sorry, I was reading your messages. Me too. I want to see Dylan's point of view too. Oh man, they didn't give it to you. I didn't put it out till later though, I guess. Nope. And I've seen horror stories about crime scene cleanups, and then they give the houses back, and they're not clean. And the family members have to go in there, and there's still stuff that you don't want to see. I've only heard of 3 cases that I know of that where they've taken a jury out, and it's always been outdoors. I've never seen them cram a jury into a home. Maybe you guys have. What jury was taken inside a home? That's what I'm still new at true crime, so as far as I know. I agree, Mountain Mama. Yeah, and Bethany's story too. Read through what? Read through what? Oh, the FBI removed that one. Okay. I don't know if I have it. I thought I had it on my phone. Maybe I didn't. Nope, I guess I didn't. Dang it, I thought I did. And also another thing too, I don't know if you guys are aware of this or if other people are, the prosecution and the defense both signed waivers saying that they were done with the home. So Ann Taylor cannot come back halfway through the trial and say, well, the house was destroyed, so I don't know what it looked like. She's had the house for 11 weeks. She's had it 4 weeks longer than the prosecution's had it. So right there, she can't pull that shit. I hear people, and I hope no one in the chat said it because I don't want to be mean to anyone. But a lot of people are saying that yeah, she don't care if the house gets torn down because she's going to use that as her defense for later. Well, if that's her defense, then she better find another one. Because the house is probably still going to be up when they go into jury selection or the arraignment at least. But if they keep it up, if they left that house standing there, it could be 4 years before it even goes to trial. We've seen cases like that. We're seeing them right now, right at this very moment. I have a whole list. I have a whole calendar. It's sick. And this is another thing, and this is going to be, I'm going to get canceled tonight. This is about the school. A lot of people are giving the school a hard time because they do want to demolish the house because, maybe before the students come back for fall or spring semester or whatever it is. And and that they're doing this all because of money, this, that, and the other. I just think they're trying to get some normalcy back for that school. I mean, these kids died in a brutal way, and that's never going to go away from that university. But that university also deserves to be able to move on and rebuild and be a survivor in their own right of this horrific tragedy, you know? I don't feel like the school should just be canceled. Like, oh, they're like, don't go there. No one wants to go there. I've actually heard that the students are up. Like, there's more people going there now than before. Yeah, that front door was open. Yeah, actually, yeah, the front door was open. I thought I had something else to tell you guys. I already told you that. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like the house should come down, and then I don't know. I just think that it would be better overall. And then they did ask the parents, you know, if they wanted to get the rest of the belongings, which I actually was shocked when they said there was stuff still in the house. I thought they would have pulled it all out by now. But we didn't see anything on the news, so that makes sense. I didn't even see anything come on NewsNation about that. Let me see if they posted anything. No. Let me see. What the heck, NewsNation? I don't know. I thought they were going to play, but they didn't. I was trying to see if they were going to play anything. Yeah, I think so too. I've seen some, I just was seeing so much stuff that was just off the wall. I couldn't, like, my brain couldn't compute it anymore. So I needed to yeah. Yeah, me and Tanya try and just not say what we want to say. The struggle has been real. I saw this Jack in the Box cup just like hanging out there. Let me close all these windows. I was trying to see if we missed anything. Do we have any court dates coming up this week? That's what I'm wondering. Let's see. Oh, look at this. 31 minutes ago. Sarah Wondra, if you're not familiar with Sarah Wondra, this broad right here, she was charged with the failure to report a death in the Michael Vaughn case. Michael Monkey Vaughn. Still haven't found his remains yet, but she has been deemed fit to stand trial. So that's good news. Oops, I'll have to do a video on that for you guys. That's good news. Yeah, June 26th, Eddie. Yep, and you know what? It's going to be so nice because they're taking off that whole week too. Just for her. $8:35. What? She was not. I was going to see if, I guess they didn't. Oh, my lordy. Well, they didn't do anything. I don't think they said anything on here. That's so sad about that active shooting there, that shooter. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. I'm just, oh man. She had court today. Oh, I didn't know that, Teresa. I think she was like the one person I didn't write down because I didn't think she would be competent. I wonder when she goes back to court. I'll have to look into that and make you guys a video. Oh, I was reading your guys' comments. We've been sleuthing around. Oh, you didn't miss too much. I mean, we did a NewsNation special. The last few nights we've talked about Idaho Four, but before that we were doing Sarah Boone. We didn't actually follow it for like 9 days. We did some Sarah Boone, Letitia Stouch case. Then I'm trying to find my page so I can tell you. I did some update videos. I did a cute little cat video. He's doing good on that. The analytics are great for him. Let me see. I have to remind myself. Scotty Morris. And we were actually live when Scotty Morris was found. Oh, and that's another thing. I'm going to do a video, but I'm going to update you guys here right now. If you guys haven't seen my company post, I'm actually going to skip that for a minute. For D.D. Hicks, there were some documents that were supposed to be released. They were supposed to be released on a new inmate, I guess, threatened to kill Kohberger. We'll have to look at that in a minute. So I guess new documents, they were supposed to be released it was on St. Patty's Day, and they weren't. So let me check that really quick, actually. Let me see here. If I can look up there we go. They haven't updated it since the 24th. Like not even at the top. So yeah, they still haven't updated it. But I mean, believe you me, as soon as they're updated, I'll be on here to read them. As much as I can. He did. I wonder what he looks like. Lots of check. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up button, we're about done for the evening. You guys are fantastic. I don't even know how many people have been in here. It says 0 on my side. I was going to see if... Let's see. I'll have to play this for you guys tomorrow, this Banfield stuff, because I didn't realize she was going to come on and talk about it, but she's not talking about anything, I don't think, too much, but, you know. Oh, you're welcome, Magic. No problem. I will be live tomorrow. I think I'm going to do like an afternoon live, just to see how it is. Probably still come back on at night, but maybe just to see, because I know it's been a while since we've done like an afternoon one. I was trying to see if there was anything, like this keeps getting my attention, but there's nothing on there. And then I don't think, oh yeah, I was going to tell you about Scotty Morris. That's what I wanted to tell you guys before we got off of here. So if you guys didn't see the community tab, I did post it on the community tab. Also, if you don't follow me on Twitter, and you have Twitter, make sure you do. I'm always like way up to date with stuff over on Twitter, because it's so easy to just retweet something or tweet something out. But it's at @TitaniumBuilt. But Scotty Morris is the little boy that was missing, and then he was found. I think I'm going to do another live, I think, on his story, because we didn't really finish it, and it's a little weird, you know? Oh, Amy Terry, I'm so glad that you love the vibe here. And thank you for becoming a new subscriber. I love that. So they actually came out with another statement today. I was really surprised. But it's not really what I want to hear. So it says, here, let me share the tab with you. It says, Scotty Morris was located walking in Eaton, Indiana on March 24th, 2023. At this time, there is no reason to believe that Scotty was assisted by anyone while he was gone. However, this is still an open investigation. He has been medically checked out and has been cleared. This will be the last update on this case at this time due to Scotty being a juvenile, so we have to protect his rights to privacy. Children's Services have this case now. Thank you to everyone who assisted in the search, especially the local community, volunteers from out of town, our reserves, as well as the other departments and agencies. We truly appreciate each and every one of you. So I guess that's going to be the last update we get. But I have a feeling it won't be. If something's funky going on, I have a feeling we'll find out about it somehow. You know. But I just want to let you guys know again, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today. I appreciate that. If you guys want to join the membership, I will go ahead and post it one more time in the chat. Thankful that he's okay. That's the best. And I'm glad that, Children's Services is with him, but I don't believe for a second that nobody assisted him. For 9 days, the kid just was wandering around eating. No, I don't know. It's just something different. But I will see you guys all on the next live. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.